Grand Rising, everyone. I hope everybody had a great day. Listen, here we go with today's thoughts, experiences. As I'm talking to people trying to just live life, just survive in this, whatever this is we're in, um, I talked to some really great people today. And when I say I talk to great people, I mean the salt of the earth kind of people. The real people, not the fake ones walking around. I talk to people that actually care today. Now, in having various conversations today, I learned some things I thought I would pass on to you all. When I say everyone, and I mean everyone, and I don't care what your job is, I understand people are employed in hostile environments because of what's going on in the world. People are holding on to these jobs that don't care about them, one, in order to survive what we're living in. People are being so disrespected on these jobs because, again, of what's going on. And I need you to listen to me carefully and read between the lines. I am not talking about any group in Pacific, any job in Pacific. I'm just talking in general. So having these conversations today, people are really stressed the fuck out. There is no end in sight. Most people are feeling the elections are not going to matter. And to tell you the truth, I honestly feel the same way. I think at this point, we are going through the emotions of what may or may not be an election. Because over a year ago, we saw what happened. Things were stolen, supposedly. But I need people to really try. And I said this yesterday. I need everybody, to hold on. I just need everybody to hold on. Now, whether God's getting ready to come in here and do what he does magically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, that's what God's going to do. But I need people to hold on to the fact that they are not alone, okay? Some of us people are still real out here. And yes, we're dealing with a lot of fake beings. That's what I'm going to say. That feel that what they're doing is okay. So we have people that are on jobs right now that are doing what they have to do to provide for their families. And I said this to someone in one of the conversations today. I said, so basically, we are all working, and I know we all know this, some of us, we are working to get a check to give to the gas man, the grocery man, the electric man, the car insurance, the life insurance, the mortgage, the rent, the light, the cable, the cell phone. We are basically working to survive a system that is falling apart all around us. We need to do something better than what we're doing, because at this point, we're just working and sleeping and shitting. We're not doing anything else. And the fact that nobody that's in charge cares. Because I'm going to state this again. Morals and values are out the window. Kids are being abused. Seniors are being abused. Children in general are being taken advantage of. And forgive me, do not speak up on anything, because then you have more problems. They don't want you to fight for anything. They don't want you to speak up about anything. They just want you to be. Now, some of us in this world have decided we're not going to just be. I don't care if it's signing a petition or using your voice. Don't just be. Because the longer you just be, you think this is bad. This is not even the worst of it. It can get worse. And I am not going to sit here and sugarcoat and make people feel all warm and fuzzy. But the bottom line is, if y'all don't start treating people right and speaking up and taking a stand on things, that means y'all will fall for anything. Jobs, relationships. I just sit around and I listen to people's conversations, and I pay attention to everything. I'm an observer, for one. Things are not right out here. People are not right. And I think we all feel, what's the word I'm looking for? The heaviness of everything that we're dealing with right now. I don't know who anybody prays to, but I know God and the universe all works together. Spiritually, I'm not afraid of anything. I'm just not scared. I'm not feeling fearful. I'm not feeling anything. What I'm feeling is anger on people that have sold their souls to make a buck off of other people. I'm going to keep saying this every time I make a video. I need people to do better. I really need people to do better towards each other. Because regardless of who you are, what you are, where you live, we're all in this shit together. All of us. So going around play faking, and yes, I said play faking, like you care when you really don't, just walk away. I personally don't need people like that in my life. I have a very good circle of support. A lot of us don't have that. So those that know who you are and see this video, please know I appreciate you. Each and every last one of you. I'm not speaking on what's happening right now because that's not important personally. But I need people to know there are people out here fighting for us. I need people to know you need to start fighting for yourselves. And when I say that, I don't mean go out here and physically punch somebody. I mean, fight for humanity. Fight for your children's future, your grandchildren's future. Not violently, non-violently. Love on each other a little bit harder. Be a bit more patient. A little bit more understanding. And for all of those that are in the corporate world and in the government world that are employed, even the private sector, I've heard the conversations. And a lot of people, again, I'm stating this, are working in very hostile environments because of who management believes in. And that's all I'm going to say on that. And it's sad. It's really sad that we're living like this right now. But anyway, that's all I jumped on to say today. Just a little bit of Wisdom Speaks. But guys, please try to do better. Try loving on each other more. Please. Pray for each other. Whatever you do, incense, spiritual, nature, whatever it is you do, nobody out here is better than anyone. And I need people to understand that. I mentioned this yesterday as well. I don't care what you got in the bank. I don't. And I don't care what car you drive. I don't care what house you live in. Because at the end of the day, you can't take none of it with you. The only thing, again, God is going to look at is character. Character. And a lot of y'all don't have that. Y'all have sold that to the devil. Oops, that's all. Y'all have a great day. Wisdom Speaks. I love you. Deuces.